Thank you for visiting our website. My name's Nigel Allen. I am, along with my beautiful wife Lucy, am the founder of Fatherless Ministries, and I just want to ad-lib and share a story with you of what Fatherless Ministries is all about. We wind the clock back to 1986. I'm a new Christian. I'm in New Zealand in a Bible college with my wife. I'm sitting in a Sunday night service. Pastor John Steele is preaching a message, and all of a sudden my brain, my spirit is being used as a screen as the Lord shows me a vision of this stage production of an abortion. I'd actually finished training in the theatre, so I understood the concept of theatre acting, and I'd trained there for 12 months at Ensemble Theatre Company in Sydney. And this play is playing out in my spirit. And I never heard a word John was preaching. He's a powerful preacher, never heard a word he said. And I saw this vision of a father and a daughter, and she was screaming, "No, daddy, no, daddy, no, daddy, no, daddy, I don't want to have an abortion." And he said, "You're having an abortion. You've affected my reputation." And that's it. That's the end of it. And the girl was, obviously, there was, a lot of conflict, and the girl's crying, and the father's obviously very upset as well. And as the play unfolded on stage, what was the situation was that the father was not only her father, but the boy that got her pregnant was at a high school, and the father of the girl was the headmaster of the high school. And he's obviously worried about his reputation, and hence the reason he said, "You're having an abortion." The young man and the girl go through their issues on stage, and there's all this family conflict, as you can understand. Then as I'm sitting there to the right hand side, something on the stage catches my attention, and as I turn around to the right hand side of the stage, now the stage presentation was very similar to what you can see behind me right now. As I turn and look at the right hand side here of the stage, I see this giant placenta. A placenta, for those who don't know, is what a baby lives in while it's in the womb. And it was this giant placenta, and inside it was this little animated character that was going through all the stages of development that a fetus would go through in the womb, complete with umbilical cord which went up to the ceiling, and there was a spotlight on this womb, and I got flashes of the audience that were looking at this little gorgeous little animated character who I've nicknamed Festus. And the crowd, the audience, were falling in love with this beautiful little character. Then what I realized was that this placenta that was on the stage was actually the girl's womb. It was the extension of her. It was the physical manifestation of her womb on a giant situation on stage. And then I realized that the little fetus was the lead actor. And everything that was played out in the girl was being played out in the little fetus on the right-hand side. She'd eat broccoli, and broccoli would fall in. There's a whole lot of little comedy things as well. This is all playing out in my spirit. I had no control of this. I'm just watching this unfold. And the day of the abortion comes, and I see on the stage a big white sheet, and the girl was in behind there, and the doctor was there, and others was there, and the girl's obviously treacherously upset on the bed, and the father wanted to go and watch to make sure that the abortion took place. However, he wasn't allowed in the room, so the doctor allowed him to watch on TV monitors, which outside in the waiting room, and I could see also that the audience could see this on the TV monitors. And as they put a intrauterine camera inside the young lady so that this could be seen on the monitors, I look around, and as the doctor begins to insert scalpels or the instruments that they use for abortion, you see these giant ones going down into the placenta and trying to tear this little fetus apart, and it was cowering in the corner, and was screaming in the corner. And then there was flashes of the audience, and you could see the terror on the faces of the people in the audience as they could see this little child in this transparent womb, which is actually the name that we've given to this production, the transparent womb, and this little fetus is trying to hide into the corner, and there's strobe lights flashing and all that sort of thing as this little fetus is trying to dodge the instruments that are being jammed down into this placenta. And then all of a sudden, the little fetus turns around and looks directly into the camera. And as it does, it comes face to face with the father of the girl looking into the television set. And he was the grandfather, obviously, and he sees that the little fetus, its facial features look just like him. And with tears in the eyes, he goes, "No!" He goes, "No, no, no, that's my grandson, no, no." And he goes running into the doctor's surgery, and he grabs the doctor and he says, "Stop, stop, stop," and bam! It cuts to black. And I had no control over what was happening here. I was just watching it playing out in my spirit. And then somebody come out on stage and preached and shared that there was a different way. And I think there was a couple of people that actually came out that were meant to be aborted, that were alive today and that achieved great things in their life. And you know, there's a better way. This is not about judgment. This is not about placards. This is not about any of that. This is about love, the love of God, the unconditional love of Jesus. There's another way. You see, what people don't know is that thousands of girls that have abortions commit suicide. Hundreds of doctors that have performed abortions have not been able to forgive themselves and committed suicide. This is about, there's another way. A child is placed in the womb by God. So that there was 23 years ago. In 1998, when I just finished ministry training college, I'm walking through a shopping centre and minding my own business. I'd actually just walked through a McDonald's store and I'd taken one step inside the shopping centre, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me audibly and said, "I'm going to make you a father to the fatherless." So powerful was that voice that it actually flattened me on the ground where I was, and I made my way over and sat on a bench and faced the wall for 10 minutes, just weeping as the words that were so profound in my mind, that I'm going to make you a father to the fatherless. And from that day, my heart, my wife's heart, has been for those that are fatherless or motherless or both. One of the biggest problems we have in the world today, in fact, probably the biggest problem in the world today, is fatherlessness. My understanding is there's 25,500,000 just in America alone. They're not just little children, they're adults as well. So Psalm 67 mentions, I'm going to make, the God is a father to the fatherless. He's a protector of widows. And that's the burden that's on our heart. I remember sitting in church one day after the Lord had said to me, "I'm going to make you a father to the fatherless." And I asked the question, "Father, what has an abortion play got to do with your father to the fatherless?" And before I could finish the sentence, the Holy Spirit said this to me: "They're being aborted because they're fatherless." You see, if a father was on the scene, they might not be aborted. This is about another way. This is about showing people another way. This is about love, unconditional acceptance. But we need to get together a production that we can get out there across the schools, across the airwaves. And I understand this is the devil's killing fields. This is the silent killing fields. The entire population of Sydney, Australia, every 31 days, 4 million people is aborted around the world, and there's another way. So what I want to say now is, if you would like to assist us in getting this going, we want to do a production. If you want to go to our donate page, you want to partner with us, we'd be honoured with that, because the Lord has compelled us to get this out across the nations of the world. And we are fathers and mothers to the born and the unborn. And we care, and I thank you so much for visiting this. I have got no script in front of me. I just wanted to share with my heart, and I thank you so much. God bless you. Have an awesome day. Thanks for visiting us. If you'd like to pop us an email, please feel free to do so. I wish my beautiful wife was here with me as well, but right now she's in Australia and I'm sitting in a studio in Phoenix, Arizona. And God bless you. Thank you very much.